had an awesome New Year's Eve celebration with the parents and some of the siblings. Got a little crunk, not too crunk. Definitely was not going to be able to go to the gym after that. It was at like 2 in the morning by the time we got home. Just because my parents requested people that had some alcohol stay until they sobered up before they left, obviously. But other than that, we are on the start of the new year, which means this is the first lift in 2026 is arms and shoulders, and I'm gonna do so I decided to switch legs to Friday so that I'm doing at the end of the week and I'm not trying to kill myself the next day at work right after leg day to stay in like one spot because my legs are so sore. But either way, we're gonna do arms, shoulders tonight and then do legs tomorrow night. And our legs tomorrow night might end up being a deadlift session and then a hamstring workout with like light quad. Because if y'all don't remember, I said I was going to start doing the one heavy quad day, touch everything with some heavy squats, and then the next one after that every couple weeks is going to be hammies and deadlifts, maybe some RDLs like throw it in there. But other than that, we are officially in 2026. So all them New Year's resolutions, you get a fresh start. I say I have a New Year's resolution, but it's just to continue being healthy. If I haven't, or if y'all aren't like the day one viewers, my New Year's resolution when all this started was to quit nicotine, never touch it again, which now after yesterday it's been 4 years. Or I guess today will be my 4-year mark. And we decided to get into, staying healthy for the kids, being somebody they can look up to, and, maybe be somebody that's still throwing the grandkids up at 70 years old, right? So, that it's our life resolution. It's not so much as a New Year's resolution. We're just going to continue to do it. And if I had to pick one solid goal for this year, it's to be over 200 lean. Right now I'm like 200 bulked up, over 210 bulked up. And then when I do get lean, it's like 180, But I would love to be 190 to a 200 lean. So that's our goal for this year. Of course, we will end up on a bulk at the end of the year this year, just like we did this year. Oh, excuse me. Just like we did last year, I mean. And the first 3 months of this bulk, or this year, are going to end up being like a main gain. So we're going to stay around 2,500. Some days have a little more, some days have a little less. Pretty much every day we're getting 180 grams of protein, because even though I'm going to be main gaining, I want to be 180 of like just solid muscle at least. If I have to up it, I have to up it, decrease the fats and whatnot. I'll play with it a little bit. But another thing, guys, the reason I am developing this app is so that I could have something where all my current apps fit in one place, and then there's still a competitive nature to it. So y'all can bet I'm going to be using my own app when I'm done with it. So that was just a little piece, a little piece of information. Not really necessary, but I don't have anything else to fucking say. Let's get in here and do some triceps, biceps, shoulders. We're going to do alternating triceps, biceps, like my favorite, Sam Solik. That's what he does. And then at the very end of the workout, we're going to do a killer Jay Cutler shoulders 6 ways, possibly, or just a variant of it. So, see y'all in there. Oh, okay. Good shit. Definitely. Dirty reps at the end there. Good stuff though. We could probably go from here. Okay. Okay. Oh, we're gonna go up a little bit more. There. Oh, that's better. Yeah. No. Almost want to make the weight go up, but I think that'll okay.
Been a while since we've had a no music lift. almost a little further down. Get a good pose down for the beginning of this year. Okay. Let's see. Hey. I think we're good.
my whole upper body is nice and pumped up. So when we get home, we're gonna do a little pose down. We're gonna put that at the end of the workout, even though I didn't do it until I got home. Just a little editing magic. We'll put it right after the workout, but technically this will be before the pose down, after the workout, car talk. With that though, the 2026 season is officially on the move. We're starting out with a whole upper body pump this year. If we're talking numerical, quantitative resolutions that I can actually reach, I know I said my resolution is just to stay on it, a whole nother year of grinding. But if we want a quantitative measurement for where I want to be next January, we want to be at least 200 pounds lean. That's when we've already dieted down. So we're going to have to be like 230 next December, which is okay. We didn't get there this year. We got really close. We were at like 223, and today we were at 220 even after bathroom. So we got some solid progress, but it's going to take a minute still, just because of the general process taking forever. But I mean, I'm satisfied. I'm very satisfied with putting on 15 more pounds, this bulk, than last year's bulk. And I feel like, especially in like the pec area and even my back, got a little bit better this year. Now the arms, they grew quite a fucking bit this year. But that's just, with back and chest kind of growing, so does your biceps and triceps, especially if you do the whole generic push-pull leg split like the golden age bodybuilders. We took in some very useful knowledge from those days and from our now high-end competitors like Hussein Farhat, who is right now our best natural, because they can't really prove that Jillian Fitzgerald's actually natural. He says he is, and he passed that drug test in Jeff Nippod's video, but he didn't pass, or he hasn't shown his blood work. And I think the one time he did, Coach Greg done outed him for having some kind of low levels for a natural, and some of his low density lipids and stuff like that, just some of it was a little off, and he was like, it's kind of sus, but I would love to end 2026 as the best natural lifter. I would love it. Of course, that's a very high goal to achieve, but it's going to take a lot of hard work, and y'all know I can put it in. I've been putting in the hard work for the past 2.5-3 years. So our general resolution is to stay with it, stay off nicotine like I've been doing. I'm doing a really good job. Never touch it again, hopefully. You can't say guaranteed never, because life happens. Y'all know better than anyone. Life happens. There's just sometimes nothing you can do about it. But then, you got that going. Then, if we're wanting a quantitative measurement, we want to be 230 by the next December, next Christmas, whatever you want to call it. And then July, do our first natural bodybuilding show. Maybe do another one in August if we do good enough in the July one. And that's pretty much it. This year's got some big potential as far as what could possibly happen, and just in a dieting aspect, bulking aspect, whatever. There's a lot of potential for 2026. We've got a really good foundation from last year's hard work, and a long time to gain both muscle and knowledge about this whole sport, you know. It's very possible that we could do a very good job in the sport. I got nothing else to say. If you're not in the gym, it's time to get in the gym, or don't, you know, if you're happy with being the way you are. If your name is Jim, hi man, I'm Austin. Tomorrow will be legs after work, be mainly hamstring focused with a little bit of quad pumpage. About to get in here, do a quick pose down, kind of get a general idea of what we're looking like right now, and then refeed and go to bed. If we even eat again tonight, because I'm feeling heavy. But we might eat again tonight real quick and then go to sleep. And that's pretty much the end of the heavy eating. The rest of it's going to be just maintaining. A lot of heavy OMAD days. If y'all don't know what OMAD is, it's just 1 meal a day. I like doing an every now and then OMAD day because it just gives your body like a reset. And if I'm going to be doing the maintain kind of phase, then I want it to give off like a staying bulked but also gaining just muscle while burning fat. And that's harder said than done. It requires a bit more effort on my end, but it also is easy if you diet the right way and work out the right way. So the workouts could change, you know, the split could change just depending on how the job works and how, you know, I need my body for my work, which is just butterball. I'm just doing turkeys. All I'm doing is standing in one spot all day long and fucking, I mean, most of it's just wrist and like grip strength based, but I'll be doing some different jobs here and there. The worst job that I'm kind of wanting to try is called live hang. If y'all have never worked at a poultry plant, it's like one of the harder jobs, and they pay the highest because you get beat up by live turkeys all day, and they don't want to get cooked, you know. They don't want to die and shit. So they do fight back. They realize what's going on, some of them. But other than that, 2025 is done. We're satisfied with what all we did 2025. Now it's time for 2026 to maybe hold some progress as well for our bodies and our mind. Get a little smarter, a little leaner, a little stronger. We got some competition now as far as Andrew. Dude's cool as fuck. Probably one of my favorite people at Butterball already. Except the Brad Pitt guy. There's this guy that looks exactly like Brad Pitt. It's kind of scary identical to Tyler Durden from Fight Club. Other than that, guys, this is the first lift of 2026. It'll come out technically the second, but we're moving. We're on the move for 2026. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for hamstring focus day.